The BYD Sealion 7 is currently turning heads in China, and while it's not available here in Australia, Southeast Asia or in other markets just yet, it's definitely on the horizon. There is a BYD Sealion 7 that has been road testing in Australia for a number of months now and has been seen in camouflage popping up all over the place. So what makes the BYD Sealion 7 special? Well, that's what I'm going to go over today on this episode of Beyond EV, your home for everything BYD. Hi everyone, David here from Beyond EV, and today we're diving into one of BYD's most exciting upcoming releases, the BYD Sealion 7. With the popularity of SUVs in Australia right now, I envisage that the BYD Sealion 7 will be one of BYD's flagships when it arrives and dives headfirst into one of Australia's most hotly contested segments, where it will be competing head-to-head against the Tesla Model Y, which is the highest selling EV in Australia right now. But before we dive in, if you're new here and want to stay up to date with all things BYD, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And for all of my loyal viewers, thank you very much for your continued support. You're the reason why I keep making these videos. But for now, let's get into what we know so far about the BYD Sealion 7. The Sealion 7 is a part of BYD's Ocean series, joining the ranks of the BYD Seal and the BYD Dolphin, and shares similar marine-orientated design characteristics with those vehicles. The Sealion 7 will be an SUV and will be significantly larger in size than the current BYD Seal that we're familiar with. In fact, it will be similar in size to the Hyundai Santa Fe or Kia Sorento. This puts it squarely in the popular large SUV segment, which we know is a hot market here in Australia. As far as its actual size, the Sealion 7 is 4.83 metres long by 1.93 metres wide by 1.62 metres tall and will ride on a wheelbase of 2.93 metres. This makes the BYD Sealion 7 bigger than a Tesla Model Y in both length and width, with it being 8 cm longer and 1 cm wider, but it will essentially be the same height. The BYD Sealion 7 will essentially be a coupe SUV version of the current BYD Seal, and will feature the stunning full-width dot matrix taillights we see on the Seal right now, but will also feature an illuminating BYD badge on the rear, as well as gloss black wheel arches to accentuate the vehicle's ride height. On the inside, we'll see seats that are similar to those in the current Seal, but it will feature an all-new driver's dash cluster that's embedded into the console and a padded steering wheel. In addition to this, there's an illuminating dash in front of the front passenger that's tied to the vehicle's ambient lighting system. All appear to be design elements from the next generation of BYD vehicles, and these are similar to what we've seen in the new 2025 Seal that's yet to be released outside of China. As far as storage capacity is concerned, the Sealion 7 will feature a 58-litre frunk and a 558-litre boot with the seats up. It is unknown what the capacity is with the seats down at this stage. It hasn't been mentioned, but I believe this rear boot capacity is only measured up to the top of the second row. The Tesla Model Y is often mentioned as having a large 854-litre boot, but this is measured all the way up to the roof, so it's hard to compare the two against each other. What we can compare it to is the Toyota RAV4, which has a 542-litre boot, which means the BYD Sealion 7 will have a slightly larger boot capacity to the Toyota RAV4. The BYD Sealion 7 will also feature a large one-piece panoramic sunroof with an electronic shade that you can open and close using the control buttons where the dome lights are near the rear vision mirror at the front of the cabin. The BYD Sealion 7 will also feature its own signature front grille design that's not featured on any other BYD vehicle. It is similar to the Seal and will feature a similar headlight design, but the Seal Whisker daytime running lights are different and slightly shorter than what we find on the current Seal, almost like they're tucked away a little more. That's it for design. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, or should I say, under the floor. Now, there's been some debate on the scene about what will be under the floor of the Australian BYD Sealion 7. This is because the Sealion 7, released in left-hand drive in China, features BYD's all-new E-Platform 3.0 Evo platform. But the vehicle that's just been released in right-hand drive in Hong Kong, and the two variants that are available in right-hand drive there, only features the current E-Platform 3.0 drivetrain that's used in current generation BYD EVs. So which one will we get? It's hard to say, and I think it'll come down to when the Sealion 7 will actually be released here in Australia. If it is later this year in late 2024, my guess is that it would be the current 3.0 platform. But if we're talking mid-2025, I believe that the new Evo platform will be mature enough at that time to roll out to just about all new BYD EVs. Personally, and this is completely just my opinion, I think the Sealion 7 will come out whenever the Tesla Model Y Juniper is announced to come out. So if that's to be next year, then I expect the Sealion 7 to come out next year. For this video though, I'm going to use the Evo platform specs on the Sealion 7 currently available in China. This is because if the Sealion 7 is to be a true competitor to the Tesla Model Y Juniper, then the Evo platform will be the one that challenges it, and in mid-2025 release would most likely see a right-hand drive Evo Sealion 7 come to our shores. But just remember, this could definitely change by the time the vehicle is released here in Australia, so take what I say from now on with a grain of salt and not as gospel. If we were to look at the three Seal variants in Australia right now, the power and performance figures of the two Hong Kong models would be in line with the Seal Premium and the Seal Performance. So for the remainder of this video, I'm going to refer to these models as the Sealion 7 Premium and the Sealion 7 Performance. The Premium comes with a 230 kilowatt rear wheel drive motor that produces 380 newton meters of torque and will get from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 6.7 seconds. The Evo platform version uses a smaller 80.64 kilowatt hour LFP blade battery, but will achieve up to a 610 kilometer range on the CLTC standard. The all-wheel drive Sealion 7 Performance on the Evo platform uses the same 82.5 kilowatt hour LFP blade battery on the current Seal Performance, but that will be powering a 240 kilowatt rear motor and 160 kilowatt front motor. Altogether, it will produce a combined 390 kilowatts of power and 690 newton meters of torque and will get from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.5 seconds. This variant is noted to achieve up to 550 kilometers of range on the CLTC standard. Keep in mind, these figures are based on CLTC used in China, which tends to be a little bit more optimistic than the WLTP standard we use here, so we might see slightly lower numbers when it hits our shores. Charging speeds on the Evo platform take a massive step forward than on the current 3.0 platform. 7 kilowatt AC charging will stay the same, but DC fast charging is increased up to 240 kilowatts, a massive charging speed increase from the 150 kilowatt charging we get on the current Seal variants. This will allow you to charge your BYD Sealion 7 from 10% to 80% in just 25 minutes across all variants. Now let's talk tech. Now, as I said earlier, there is a bit of a debate as to which version we're going to be getting, the 3.0 or the Evo version of the Sealion 7, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be going through what features are available on the Evo version of the Sealion 7. The new Evo platform is an evolution of the current 3.0 platform we see used on BYD vehicles in Australia right now, such as on the Dolphin, the Seal and the Atto 3. So what changes on the new Evo platform compared to the current 3.0 platform? Well, for starters, a new and improved 12-in-1 electric drive system replaces the current 8-in-1 system. This new system integrates more onboard modules onto the Evo platform to keep design and architecture of the platform simple and more streamlined across different vehicle classes. The new Evo platform also utilises a brand new 23,000 RPM electric motor, which BYD claims is the fastest mass-produced electric motor available in the world. This motor alone will allow the Sealion 7 to achieve a top speed of 225 kilometers an hour. The Evo platform also features a new intelligent 16-in-1 heat pump technology cluster, which will be used to directly heat and cool the blade battery and is claimed to reduce battery thermal management power consumption by up to 25%. Inside the cabin, you'll find BYD's signature 15.6-inch rotating infotainment screen, similar to what we've seen in other BYD models. There's also a heads-up display and a fully digital instrument cluster that will keep you informed when you're on the move. The Sealion 7 will also feature a 3-scent fragrance dispenser found in other new BYD vehicles, with the interchangeable scents to be installed in the cubby underneath the center console. The Sealion 7 will feature both heated and cooled front and rear seats, and will also feature a self-darkening panoramic sunroof, which you'll be able to lighten or darken from a touch of a button in the infotainment system. The new Sealion 7 will also feature BYD's D-Pilot 100 Advanced Intelligent Driver Assistance System, which features 29 high-precision sensors and a dual camera system that can provide 100-degree range of view at a distance of 200 meters when it comes to receiving travel data. The new D-Pilot system will include automatic ramp on, ramp off on highways, automatic lane changing and overtaking, and automatic hazard avoidance built in. So when can we get our hands on one and how much will it cost? Well, in China, the Sealion 7 starts at $31,000 US for the premium model and $34,000 US for the performance model. So how does that stack up in Australia and other markets? Well, if we compare it to the Chinese pricing for the 2025 Seal, you will see that the variant costs are actually pretty close to each other. The premium and performance variants are essentially exactly the same as the Seal. Could we see a $58,000 Australian Sealion 7 Premium or a $68,000 all-wheel drive Sealion 7 Performance here in Australia? Only one can hope. As for availability, BYD hasn't officially announced the launch date for Australia yet, but given BYD's rapid expansion and the popularity of large SUVs here, as well as the introduction of more competitive offerings hitting the market soon, hopefully we might see it hitting our dealerships sometime in late 2024 or early 2025. But this is just a guess with no official word from BYD as yet. So there you have it, the BYD Sealion 7 in a nutshell. It's shaping up to be a compelling option in the electric SUV market, combining the space Aussie families love with the eco-friendly benefits of an EV and providing a desirable alternative to the market-leading Tesla Model Y. But what do you think? Are you excited about the Sealion 7 coming to Australia? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to Beyond EV for more BYD content. Your support means the world to me and helps this channel grow, and I'll have plenty more BYD videos headed your way. That's it for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.